Hello everyone again for joining the last session of today for conducting the application security. So basically we will just go now for the first paper of this session. It's for ECG-PPS, Privacy Preserving Disease Diagnosis and Monitoring System for Real-Time ECG Signals from Biazet B. Yüksel from Istanbul Technical University. So you are free to go to share your screen and to start presenting. You have 20 minutes for presenting and question and answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having me here. Greetings from Istanbul, Turkey. Now I'm going to share my screen. Can you see it now?
Yes, it's all good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello again, this is Beyazıt from Turkey, and I'm going to talk about my paper, Privacy Preserving Disease Diagnosis and Monitoring System for Real-Time ECG Signals. Here is the outline. First of all, I will talk about why we are doing this study and the current studies in this field. And then I will explain the system we have implemented and its functions in detail. I will share the results that we have obtained, and I'm going to conclude my presentation by talking about the future studies. Just for recall, this classification shows how machine learning provides the foundation for topics such as differential privacy, federated learning, encryption, and homomorphic encryption. Differential privacy and encryption are techniques for enhancing privacy and security in machine learning and data analytics. Federated learning combines machine learning with privacy-preserving techniques, and homomorphic encryption further extends privacy-preserving capabilities in machine learning and data processing. And these topics are interconnected and often used together to provide data privacy, security, and accurate model training in various applications. My use case is real-time ECG monitoring. ECG or electrocardiography is such an essential tool in modern healthcare. It's widely used to detect and monitor heart issues like arrhythmias or heart attacks. And as you might know, cardiovascular disease are still the leading cause of death all around the world. And that's why effective ECG monitoring is so critical. It helps catch problems early and start treatment, which can literally save lives. Traditional ECG systems are usually limited to hospital environments, and this makes it tough for people in remote areas to access the care they need when they need it. And plus, with the growing need for continuous monitoring, the lack of real-time processing and secure data handling is becoming a serious bottleneck. So the big question is, how do we address these challenges while making ECG monitoring more accessible, reliable, and secure? By combining cutting-edge encryption techniques with real-time capabilities, our system tackles the pain points of traditional ECG monitoring head-on. It ensures that sensitive health data remains protected even during processing, thanks to fully homomorphic encryption. On top of that, it doesn't just stop at security. The system is designed for precision, offering immediate insights that could save lives in critical situations. And because it's open source, it's not just limited to big hospitals. It can be scaled and adapted for use in rural clinics or even at home, bringing advanced healthcare to everyone, everywhere. All right, let's talk about the key components of our system. First up, we have ECG preamplifier, and this device, this board, captures the heart's electrical signals and amplifies them to a level where they can be processed and analyzed. It's connected to the patient through electrodes that detect changes in the heart's electrical activity. We used Einthoven triangle, called Einthoven triangle method, and we placed the electrodes, 3 different electrodes on patient's body, right hand, left hand, and the right foot. Since it's the first point of data collection, the preamplifier plays a critical role in giving an accurate and reliable data like heart rate and rhythm. Next, the serial connection, which transmits the amplified electrical signals, now converted into digital data from the preamplifier to the computer, and it uses standard protocol like RS-232 or USB. Here, speed and reliability are the key because the data needs to be processed in real time, and this is especially critical in emergencies where every second counts. And finally, we have cloud storage. Once the data is processed, it's encrypted and stored securely in the cloud to protect privacy. We use strong protocols, encryption protocols like AES or fully homomorphic encryption to ensure the data stays safe and confidential. These components are the backbone of the system, and the proper functioning of each one is essential to making the system accurate and reliable. So basically, we have 3 different functions with this system, 3 different and independent functions. One of them is disease diagnosis, the other one, remote privacy-preserving disease diagnosis, and the last one, feature extraction on encrypted ECG data. And I'm going to explain it in detail. Here is how our system stands out. Unlike the traditional systems with delays, our solution provides immediate pulse and heart rhythm analysis, and those are critical for intensive care unit monitoring. We use FHE, fully homomorphic encryption, to ensure the sensitive data remains encrypted during analysis and paired with AES encryption for secure storage in a MySQL database. And real-time detection is powered by a TensorFlow model trained on the MIT arrhythmia database and delivering accurate results instantly. Our system is open source. This encouraging research and collaboration in real-time patient monitoring and privacy-preserving diagnostics. So we have combined advanced encryption and real-time analysis and open source flexibility to redefine ECG monitoring. Here is the data samples provided by the amplifier. The software provides a continuous ECG signal monitoring and real-time visualization of heart activity. We use Python and tkinter library. And the GUI features intuitive controls like start and stop buttons for managing the data acquisition and displaying real-time ECG plots. And all incoming ECG data is recorded with precise timestamps for further analysis. As shown here, the wave markers in hexadecimal hexadecimal number, that's, for example, F8 indicate the start of the ECG sample points, followed by the pulse values FA, and the additional wave markers demonstrating as continuous and sequential data, a stream aligned with the time axis. So this is show the timeline, and we get the data from the board, ECG board preamplifier. And when we saw F8, that means the following bytes are the ECG signals. When we see the FA, when we read the FA, that means the next signal is pulse information. Our system integrates a real-time disease detection model to analyze ECG signals and detect heart conditions like, as I said, arrhythmias on the spot. And we trained a model using the MIT arrhythmia dataset, a trusted dataset for ECG analysis. And we use CNN, which is great at identifying the complex patterns in ECG data. We tried different deep learning models, but we get the best result with the CNN. And it looks at the CNN looks at small ECG signals focusing on specific arrhythmias like normal rhythms, bundle branch blocks, or premature contractions. To prepare the data, we use the WFDB library, a specialized library to read ECG signals and normalize them and detect the R peaks with the GQRS algorithms. As might you know, the ECG complex consists of 5 different peak point, PQRST, and this helps us to create a precise segments for training and testing. Our CNN has layers for pattern recognition and dropout for preventing overfitting, and dense layers for the classification. And in real time, the system continues to read ECG signals and updates the display and uses the trained model to classify arrhythmias and immediate feedback for the disease detection. As I said, the first one, the disease diagnosis system, give us 5 different arrhythmia types. And by detecting R peaks and segmenting data, it ensures accurate and continuous monitoring and immediate arrhythmia detection via serial port. In privacy-preserving health monitoring, our system integrates data security and accessibility. ECG data is encrypted using AES with a unique key generated for each session to enhance security. And the encrypted data is stored in a cloud database alongside timestamps and identifiers, those ensuring integrity and ease of access. Only authorized users can decrypt the data and preserving patient privacy while enabling the detailed medical analysis. And both original and decrypted ECG data are plotted in real time. The encrypted data is retrieved from cloud storage through database queries based on specific patients or time frames, streamlining medical review. And the last function of our system uses fully homomorphic encryption, FHE, to securely store ECG data in the cloud while enabling a computations directly on encrypted data. And this ensures privacy without compromising analysis capabilities. Advanced analysis on the encrypted data, including R peak detection and statistical metrics and frequency analysis and the heart rate variability. We performed this statistical analysis securely using algorithms like Penn-Tompkins, and all this process, during this process, keeping the sensitive data in an encrypted. So this is our some results. Those are just raw data. That means the lead off. I mean, there is no prop placed on the patient's body. When the lead off mode, the simulation mode, it gives us this continuous signal. It's just a simulation signal. And this is the filtered signal. The board has its own notch filtered on it as a hardware. And we designed a software filter, the 4th degree Butterford filtered high cut and low cut frequencies filter. We used it and we get the better signal, clean signal. As shown in here in visualizations, both original and encrypted data, ECG data, are displayed simultaneously in real time along with the timestamps. And this not only supports the accurate monitoring, but also highlights the system's capability to maintain data security and during high accuracy analysis and making it ideal for remote patient monitoring scenarios. This is just a simple interface. Of course, it can be developed, but just this is a proof of concept works. And I would like to talk about my future plans for maybe anyone can interested in for the collaboration. I would like to work on it. My future plans include expanding the training dataset for better accuracy and integrating wearable ECG devices for continuous monitoring and improving the signal quality with adaptive filtering. The clinical trials and enhanced graphical user interface features like trend analysis or alerts for the pulse rate will refine usability, while advanced cloud computing will scale the system for broader healthcare networks. And the important part, we tested the system with the cardiologists who are experts in their field. I talked to several cardiology professors. Actually, the security-related parts of the system did not attract much attention, but they confirmed the accuracy of the measured values and the diagnosis. That's all I have to say. If you have any question, I would be happy to answer them. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Bayazit, for presenting your paper.